pick up where it left off. It doesn't look like it will. So it looks like it started a new file. But anyway, if I go over here and show you this, they have what they call views, right? View. And you can see a normal page, which is not too interesting, sort of small font. You can see, let me see, can I do it this way, maybe? You can see the full page, which is almost like what it looks like on a piece of paper, right? And your view, you can have this thing they call a nav doc, which is over here to the side, and you can choose notes, which I don't have any notes in here. I've been doing notes for 30 years. It's probably be handy to put a note in here, you know, to keep track of where you're going and stuff. Here they have bookmarks, and I've tried a few of these, and these are handy because, again, this is a long script, right? And you're trying to like figure out where the hell you are, okay? So if you want to find a spot really quickly, you can bookmark it, and you go over to your bookmarks, and when you say like, Conrad arrives with Janice, and it doesn't say the E there. All you need is a few letters for a bookmark, but it gives you the idea where you want to go. So if I click on Conrad arrives with Janice, you see a little red arrow pointing to the scene where Conrad is arriving with Janice. And before, and like for example here, it reads exterior coast of Baja, day, 100 feet above sea level, a sleek, high-tech, privately owned hovercraft, Hopper, hugs the coastline. And when I was editing this before, I actually took away a sentence here because I really didn't need it. It said something like, and sees the waves and rocks of the coast, right? You don't need to do this to explain what you're seeing when it's a movie, because it's very visual and you're going to see waves and rocks. I don't have to write waves and rocks here, okay? So I'm trying to make this smaller. It's 130 pages. Ideally it should be 110 or 120, and the formula is 1 page of script equals 1 minute of screen time. So right now I'm looking at 2 hours and 10 minutes, which isn't, you know, extreme, but I'm trying to get my foot in the door. So if I throw a 210 page 130 page script on the table, they're not going to read it. But if I had something smaller and slimmer and economical, like 110, they might pick it up and like deal with it, right? So I'm trying to figure out a way to like get an overall eagle's eye view of the script so I can see right away. I don't need to say so much here. I don't need to say so much here. Maybe I can drop the whole thing here because it's off balancing something else in the story, right? But I can't see that easily here. You've got these bookmarks, which are nice, like I said. This other one here, for example, says the universe doesn't have, right? If I click on that, it sends me to the line where my one character, Mary, says that, okay, the universe doesn't have wrinkles. Because above here, my other character, Randall, who is the lead scientist, right? In this one dialogue here, Randall says, listen, nothing can stop this now. Wrinkles. Exactly how the universe operates. And then in parenthesis is direction pointing to the huge metal doors. Those doors, when sealed, no one gets through. Once Stanley gets back, we lock down, right? And then Mary, she's the other scientist there, she's listening to him, right? And she says, the universe doesn't have wrinkles. Those are called laugh lines, right? Ha ha. It's like the universe is laughing at us, you know, it has a sick sense of humor, right? and then use your cut to because you're going to a whole different camera setup. When you have a scene and then you use cut to, it's usually that you're going to a totally different location and setting up camera and everything. All right. So it has these things called bookmarks, and then it also has this thing called scenes, where you can actually check out all the scenes in your story, right? They have this thing called outline, where you can click and go to, you know, a scene in the story. And all that's very handy, but it doesn't give you a big picture, okay? And I am genetically visually oriented, right? I like to see the design of something, right? And this doesn't quite get big enough for me. So there's this other technique you can do. And what I did was I printed out the script, right? I printed out 130 pages. And I'm going to show you in another video how you paste those scripts onto, or those pages onto cardboard panels, and you can set them all up against the wall, and then you can use a felt pen to mark out the areas, like you can say Baja California. Well, that can be like all whatever orange color. The moon, everything on the moon, you can have blue felt pen outlining those, and so on. You know, and the asteroid belt could be green or whatever, but you can see graphically the layout of the script. And I think that's the quickest way that I'm going to be able to cut away extraneous stuff that I don't need. Okay, so all I'm showing you is that I'm kind of frustrated that you can't get the big picture with this, and it's hard to read like this. You're sort of scrolling all the time, up and down, you know, and then if you had like it on a paper you can put in your lap, then you're fine. Or if you have a big monitor, you know, you're fine. But also the other thing, they try to make it so you can get organized in here. They have this thing called index cards, right? And you click on that and you get actual what look like index cards. But it gives you like each scene, or it's like each scene, or each it breaks it up into, you know, these separate parts, and that's handy. But still, the more cards you put in here to try to get organized, the smaller the font gets, right? So I'm trying to fix that, and I'm showing you this as you know, whoever is watching this and is curious about writing and halfway to document what I'm doing, in case I am able to sell it or whatever. This is 12 cards, 9, 6, 4. It's hard to see because I'll be out of focus if I come back, right? But they call those index card view. So if I come out of this, that's the problem that I have right now. Everything is fixed. I'm pretty sure I could send it in the mail now. The only thing that I want to do now, I mean, I've spell checked it 1 billion times. I've like gone through the sentences, checked all the character names, and like I said, I've been staring at this for over 30 years. And the only reason I'm dealing with it now is because I'm not working with my health issue. So in a way, it's probably good that I can't work, or otherwise I wouldn't be able to deal with this at all. So the program does a lot of stuff. It helps a lot, but I want to take it a step further and make it more so I can see the whole damn thing all at one time, and get a real feel for the weight of it, and see if I can chop it down to about 110, 120 pages. Okay, I'm going to end this now and make another video later. Bye.